But yeah, I don't know. I think OKC, there's a lot going on with the Cavs though, because I'm a Cavaliers fan. I want to know though what you think, how we're gonna go this season. Do you think we'll be a playoff team? Because I feel like we got pretty stitched up. We should have been a playoff team last season, and injuries just smashed us, and playing
Yeah.
just didn't go our way.
I think you're heading for like a 5th or 6th seed type thing. I think there's a couple of teams that might, because you guys were like right up the top at the start of the season, but I think there's a couple of teams that might jump you in the standings, like Chicago or maybe a Brooklyn if everything calms down. But fuck knows what's going on there. There's still the top half. There's Boston. I don't think they're going anywhere. We know Milwaukee's not going anywhere. Same thing with Miami. So the
Is
top four is set, but you guys
Philly.
will make the playoffs 100%.
Philly
Yeah.
as well. Do those four teams that's just been mentioned, does any of them drop? Can you see, let's just say Miami are the first seed, right? Does one of them drop to like, number 4 or number 5 even?
I think Boston will win the. I don't know if they'll win the East, but I think they'll take the 1 seed. They're a really good regular season team, and their defense is crazy. I think Milwaukee will be a bit better in the regular season, just because they're not coming off a chip. And they'll be the 2 seed. I don't know what else goes from there. I don't know.
Yeah, mate. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't hear a thing you said because I'm just looking in Blake's eyes as he's winking at me. He's looking at me with devious intention, mate. Like
Devious. Oh, that's a
very
very
devious.
word,
that is a very Murdoch kid word right there. I feel like I'm gonna have to apply for a university or something at this point now. Like,
from the best.
yeah. You see what you've done to me? I've been encapsulated by Blake's soul, and now I'm like, I'm a different man.
You're on a roll.
I am on a roll. But yeah, I don't know. I think the Cavs, we deserve to make a playoffs. I just don't know what we're doing because we drafted a Chai, which is another wing player, 6'5", 6'6", shoots threes, good perimeter defense, but we have so many of those guys now that are like those wing players, like Isaac Okoro, Karis LeVert, so many of these guys. And I don't know. I just don't know how you're going to fit all of them like in, because I feel like we're going to have like a deep 12, 13 man type of team. Still got Lamar Stevens, who's going to want big minutes. I honestly still think he's a better player than Isaac Okoro. I think most Cavs fans would agree.
Ooh.
I don't know what we're going to do with all of those players. So, and you still got Colin Sexton. Does he re-sign, do you reckon? Or do you reckon we might trade him?
I reckon he comes back on a shortish sort of deal so he can play and sort of up his value a bit. Basically, just get Ricky Rubio back in your set.
Mate, we're going to have like every 14 players that should be playing, and then there's Dylan Windler sitting there averaging 18 hand claps a game. That guy does not do a whole lot. I don't know how he's on the roster.
The old shooter that can't shoot. You got to love him. Dougie McBucket.
Mate, Dougie
had with us.
Dougie McBuckets. He got about 12 million a year at the Spurs, mate. He's living large over there.
Yeah, Davis Bertans is one that comes to mind. The old shooter.
16, 17 million. Mate, how did that deal get through? But I don't know. The Cavs, we call him Sexton. It's such a tough one because, like, if you were to bring back Rubio, then you think about all the players that we've got to play. There's like 10, 11, or 12 of them. And you've got a market here now for Colin Sexton that I feel like hasn't ever been there for a long time. Like, there's been so many teams that have come out of nowhere and have been interested in him. One being the Knicks, which I'll ask you, Blake. If you were to get Colin Sexton, what would you give up to get him, or do you not want him?
I don't want him.
No.
You can't play Colin at the 1, in my opinion. And I don't really want to push RJ down to the 3 any longer. I kind of want him to play 2 and bring in a forward.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm not a massive fan of Evan Fournier.
Oh,
and he's patchy
shooter
offense.
that can't shoot.
Mate, what's going on with Cam Reddish? He could be that exact forward and they just don't play him.
I don't understand. He just puts in about as much as Evan Fournier does, honestly. Defensive Fournier.
8 hand claps, a bunch of missed 3-point shots.
A bunch of tweets on the sideline.
Tweeting mid-game.